Aware bots, aware mem, Reno
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the Plug Podcast. My name is Kholofelo African. I am your host and Laids of it. Not riding in solo. I'm with my nigga.
Yeah, man, you're Almazuti Junior, the one from another planet. The hashtag the Plug Podcast, the one and only that the unanticipated.
Yeah. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. With another episode. I don't know episode 14 about last week.
Yeah, and yeah, guys, let's just address this correct. Labona or Afri'Media and the podcast, it's been a while. The episode that's on. So we are edging with you and sending the inconvenience, apologies, everything. Or like, please bear with us. We're still fixing the problem we are having.
Yeah. So guys, we are very poor. We are trying to do this and we are struggling. It's very difficult. So there are so many challenges that are on. Hence, we are not consistently uploading every week as we promised. But then, anyways, our boy Mabena still away. We need holiday. What do you do? Yeah, man.
Yeah,
and it's about 3 weeks. No?
Yeah, we are about
like the episode bullshit. It's like
technical. It's a very good. Look at the Mabena. I delay the technical.
Something.
Okay.
Something. But anyways, guys, we are back. As Junior said, to anticipate the anticipated. So yeah, so it's South Africa, guys. We are here to complain again.
Yeah,
yet again.
We are here to complain.
So Reboni this week, white men Kamo Limpopo assaulting and of course like so yeah, let me say assaulting a 16-year-old South African boy. It's a fish and chips show. Fish and chips. So like that, they both bought the chips, and then the 16-year-old boy tell us why. The white guy who got this guy who tell this black who tell pay like or you're not telling them this boy like ramara. Yeah. As by no, I don't know. To their treatment, no. Like I think this boy, they were retaliating. I think there was a right way we should show these guys. You know, but Flopper is so unfortunate. Nelo Munya no, it's not about the defender like violence. But then like I like the way we reacting that for him to end up assaulting you, and of course I'll shoot back to it is because of you showed him what he is nothing to you. And now he thought you were supposed to praise him as like God because of his skin color and so on. But then you didn't buy that bullshit. You acted like the way you were supposed to. What was special about him? I jumped on before. Yeah. First thing he's pissed off or he's buying there's a very same fish and chips in the same shop like a black person. Because of apartheid, that thing they say So I won. So now black people are allowed to black people are allowed to share some stuff with white people. When you use that supremacy on your way, then you should. Everybody black should move away from the store, from the restaurant.
Malema, please stand up.
I think Malema is becoming irrelevant when it comes to such issues. I told Ramaphosa serious issues that affect the country. There are serious issues that affect the country. I'm not saying the stories are the Ramaphosa story is strong, but then I think he's also lost his relevancy. Anyways, guys, we're still calling out. We're not happy that always something people look at this thing. We're still calling it out. Racism buffing. And I don't know as black people what should we do? Because we can see these people they still
and I think you realize like racism why or braga avana racism like
no black people are not racist.
All racists are white,
Black people can not black South Africans can be xenophobic but not racist.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we do hate our brothers and sisters from other countries.
Yeah.
Wait, this way they hate people and story very key. Like Rabachava and Richava for Baritella resources.
Yeah. Like we are. That is why everybody is xenophobia.
Sure.
It's not the right way to say hate. We don't necessarily hate them, but we are scared of them.
Yeah.
Because of hard workers.
And Gamo Bapatella ladies Zagatinya, like Bapatella
For
Motokonos Panella 80 rand or 50 rand.
Yeah, they do. That is why the restaurant industry in South Africa. That is why the restaurant industry in South Africa it is employing foreigners in most cases. Like in the most restaurants in South Africa, people are not getting paid. You work there, you depend on tips. The restaurant is not paying you. Why now you're making money from the tips? And can you imagine the amount of the money loading the restaurant? So like some South Africans they do resist to buy or exploit you on. So these people by the way they're from outside the South Africa and then they know what the real struggle is. They can take that. Because that 20 rand for it means a lot. Because it is difficult to get that 20 rand.
Anyway, guys,
our thing is that we don't want to work hard. We just want things on a silver platter, like you're prepared for it. Like, and I want to say it's the younger generation. I'm not going to point the older generation. The older generation, since when we got youth, the older generation have shown us, we did this. They did this without help any adult or any. I mean, like the youth. 76. I was watching the interview. Antoinette Sitol, the sister of Peterson. That lady, Peterson. That lady, Peterson again. I was watching the interview. I go early in the first time to something about them. Go podcasting. They had an interview like 16. Like she took organizing that match when I was 16 for this thing, it was not something so it is what it was well planned. And like mind you, at that time there was no cell phones, no social media. Like the message was transported like directly, so face to face. So the plan is Baraba school over it. Later go late. Zamaya spread the message and not lady. Never go travel, Zamaya spread the message and not go travel. As students, as students, Zamaya spread the message on this day, guys. We are not going to school. No protester. And when I never saw plan for it, it is going to be a violent protest. What was the never plan is a peaceful protest. But guys, we are going to hold placards, we are going to start in Romacha. We don't want to be taught in Afrikaans. We are going to do mathematics. Physical science and biology, which today is social life sciences around. So they were much, and then I got to on that, like on that day, like the message they were spreading like they spread the message like directly. So on that day, Joe, they gathered and they that youth they were united. They gathered as Manava Soweto, Soweto, on one place. Then there was a protest. That day, we didn't have police, there were police like patrolling and stuff, and Baba was already because they are always ready for any action. And then Baba never peaceful. And then from police, one of the dogs, one of the dogs, he be conscious and so then police crowd what going by Sata, by Cow by Sata. Sata, Garma police at home and shoot them. Because Gampatas and I who like had last time Lamafello took the Namfana, I got like 8 to you, but Patalan defeat again. Then by Mela Hungarwa, Potlania, and Garwa, and then Baba Hokopan, then Zerba to Patalacopana, Patalafana, Fizopana, Calonia, and I hate. Calonia can look at then another Gurnaya Gomutsi and then find a way out to a Dava, have a way high, or some machine, Amazia way high. On that process, you're now another shooting. In the Salvascore, that's a communicate, or another shooting, the was separate the heart, but defeat, about separate on my how while I'm still ruye misbaka jo like kanya ka sabonisela nya ka sabonisela. And then the guy wona kukile Hector Peter said uf are mo fitile that the story Africa ke mo khone kopana no matho mo kere akenya go chief ta mo khone ngi maybe u tla tlhela because ne re mi mo matho mo ntsa khaning da mano wa fitanga yang kwa go tletseng batho go teng da bo mo fasi ba mo satile ba mo thuntse ba teng ka rena so naso go ya then da mano ile ka ngere then I gora tsa lebeletsa go le sotho mo strategic starter se swane no go mo dimba go tla sentsa lebeletse da wa bona rashman mo la mothola ke motho mo la mofatsi wa bona ke motho mo la mofatsi then da mane tsa di bisenya go ka ba mo lift up tsena bana o re bona ka setlhapo se se tlhapo sa mfela ka then wa o da a so to kopana a wa ya da kopana da bana tswere bona mo ntse go like about I'm trying to show go
and then
photographer era mero le bana ba ne ba sa itse o dira hetseng like photographer itse picture na go mang o etse and then the guys lena since a chabana go la ena mama mo
what the picture
ai what the picture they were close to years ago mutha sala atama out of the country atso ke this guy wanna be like this shows for the youth back then was united rena ka tseno ya not united we don't need the government guys for re re tsara di be person. But he was always I look up to that nigga. That nigga, we might blame him and say he's controversially smash what to come for him label and got my brother. But when you look at his journey to come to me and the hiccups he had, like I'm inspired. Like I'm 25 like so what I was trying to say, Gorejo, youth, year 1976. They were united without assistance. Yeah, anybody on the lomo or any government, and they've managed to get together, and then they have the same goal. And so they managed to accomplish the same goal together too. As a collective. And I was saying what keep the one next to the 25th century. She does market, and then she does have talk about the same place. One only business, for example, trick and so. Yeah, that is a way a Renadian go to Josita when you town right. Away. Space cook, your business space cook. Hey, alright. So that is what I was trying to say. Let youth Yagaji. We can unite and do our things without already depending on these motherfuckers. Yeah, these motherfuckers by the whole kid capitalist, kid what to at and then yeah. So that is what basically I was picturing to one tower. Kerga Kaka as one. These people do the enemy is a little one. Enemy is so changed. Yeah, enemy is still fighting the same enemy even today. So back then they united. Accomplish the goals. Let not today we can unite or accomplish the goals.
We are ununited.
Yeah, we are not united. When somebody start a small thing, we go to social media, we bash them, we say, oh, yeah, they're not relevant, they're struggling. That is what we are coming across as black people when you're complaining. What took you or what was the cost? Yeah, that muffin or it didn't even for that muffin. But anyways, guys, let's move right along to the next.
Joe, speaking of health pieces and the strike, what matching police station.
The police are gonna use the holiday.
Yeah, next time the plagas or neck. Nakal 16. Neck board, get a through, neck go police station, get or strike, can you Tantalak Sweden?
Which police station went?
Joe, I get time, but then Joe. But
then we're expecting more police station South Africa to
16th June. Store police station, 16th June. No police station will be wiki across the South Africa.
The whole country.
The whole country, But then it didn't happen.
No, we didn't see that.
Where was he?
Maybe he's captured.
So I'm not complaining. I got
Joe, my man, I was saying as young South Africans, we should unite and do our shit without these motherfuckers. They want to come. Obviously, there's an agenda. Brother, movement. There is no way you're benefit. He wants to benefit, and I want to assume at this point right now, he's being captured.
Okay.
And money can keep anybody quiet. Why didn't he say anything about that thing? Promised his supporters that to do the movement, or they're gonna close the police stations at the country on that. So, guys, this shows or these politicians, there is no one with good intentions. They are all there because of they want to secure the bag on top and then move away. So guys, if we continue and entertain these people, and I'm not saying that as South Africans we should just not say anything about these people when they're doing corruption and eating money, looting and stuff. We should call them out when they're doing that, but then we should not expect them to be the angels and they're gonna change our lives. No, that don't happen. So if when you're hoping that, let's see what your hopes do. Moving right on to the next story, but former Orlando Pirates goalkeeper Khuzwayo has been accused of stealing money and a business idea from a woman who claims they worked together. The woman, Khuzwayo, came out to claim that the star used her and became a financial burden when they met in September last year, but Brilliant is denying the claims. Tabi, who says she is not related to the former soccer player, told Daily Sun, you know them, that she had asked Brilliant to assist her organization with sports since he's a sportsman. Toby owns a non-profit organization called Zanopila, which she established in 2011. His task was to take young boys on a boot camp and train them so they can stay away from drugs. He was also supposed to mentor the boys and organize tournaments, she told the publication. However, Tabi claims that Brilliant quickly became a financial burden to her. Wow. She also claims she paid for photo shoots and took him to schools, and from time to time he'd asked her from non-business related loans. I gave him the money because I thought he'd eventually help me and as a partner, but that never happened. Instead, he stole my ID, she explains. According to Daily Sun, text messages from the former footballer shows him asking for 200 transport money for the boys to go to a funeral. In it, the alleged say that he only has 800 and needs 200 more. In another text message, he allegedly wrote, "Can you please pay me my flight? I'm supposed to go to Joburg for a program, but now I don't have money for a flight ticket. I'm desperate. I'll appreciate any amount."
No, 200 rand. A whole former.
But that is
Orlando Pirates superstar. Pirates winning. Gonna go pretty brilliant because I could keep Pirates. Pirates in the winner. I think I win one competition. I don't think. But then Joe is actually.
I guess it's a big question that you're asking yourself. If these allegations are really true.
No, I would understand he only stole her idea.
But when she's, I want to understand when she says he stole her idea. Okay, I can hear all these text messages and stuff of asking money and whatever on time. But then when she says she stole idea, did she steal her idea a non-profit organization or the initiative your boys or what? I want to understand what is that really initiative? Or guys, I don't know what to say in these stories. Guys, isn't Brilliant because I'm doing something about sports or stuff?
Yeah, because
those things that are they not paying him to a point where she can be exploiting a woman or own a non-profit organization? I've been a non-profit organization. It doesn't make that much money.
So okay. Yeah. Wait. Now I think female.
That's female. But she says they're not related. They're not related. No, they're just Khuzwayo, but they're not related.
Probably not to put sugar mama.
Sugar mama or to squeezer. Maybe he took advantage. Maybe you know these things do happen. Like with popular, or not more popular sometimes, guys. That but the advantage more. Maybe she do. Maybe this lady, alright, the guy took advantage. So, but then what were we expecting? Like bringing a celebrity in brackets, Khulofelo. Maybe the non-profit organization. But I think she wanted to do that for the boys. What's always say campaign stuff. It is not for publication. This guy and now just don't use of. I think it's true. We don't. Okay, like moving right along to the stories. Hello, Ringsi. Social media. We've seen people fighting. You know, people are always fighting on social media, sharing different opinions, different ideas, and different perspective, obviously, on things they on a daily basis. Or what do they think about them? So the Boy Phenduka is the talk of the town after he and Dineo Ranaka backed a new deal with Kaya 959. Dineo, on the other hand, a bid farewell to Metro FM after 4 years on being active on air. Saul, on the other hand, got mixed reaction from people who are calling him a sellout for choosing radio given MikeG's beef with mainstream media. Not who's not always hide his feelings, came at Saul Phenduka for apparently accepting a radio gig. When he and MikeG carried the podcast game, which continues to give a radio a run for their monies. Taken to Twitter, Nota called Saul out for apparently selling out MikeG's and this is a pan. I try pan. That's all. I tried the pan. Why it's pan okay? But Nota called Saul out for apparently selling out. Isn't I said 1 hour that man is really panicking. I have to tell him guys. MikeG selling out MikeG and choosing to go to mainstream. I'm gonna get a joke. It's a joke. I think you know about joke just quite sometimes. Always knew Saul Phenduka was a sellout. I want MikeG that he'll entertain radio offers as soon as he'll choose between us chillers that saved his broadcasting career and the corporation that went to kill the podcast platform. Stupid choice. You know. He even accused Saul of trying to sabotage the podcast by making them lose one of their sponsors, Old Mutual. Let's not forget that it was Saul who caused Old Mutual to throw the podcast under the bus. The man cost the podcast millions in advertising, but MikeG was too loyal to Saul to see that the man was just using podcast and chill to get himself back on radio. Well done, you fooled us all, he claimed. He might as well. He captured by Days TV and Kaya FM. The man is a foolish for choosing a salary over owning his time, but he failed to run the merchandise business, so it was always doomed from the start. You can't build a business with a loser. Just signed a deal with the devil. No, Tawan.
But then
I couldn't see those tweets.
But
we are not friends.
then
But then, what do you think? I mean, guys, let's be honest. Guys, let's be honest. Let's be honest. We understand what. Yeah, there's a big competition, or let me say a beef between mainstream media and the podcasting world, which is a new broadcasting medium, if I can put it in that way, like in the South African space. So we're just adapting to that. More of broadcasters are coming out on doing the things on this platform, and I've seen many of them being successful. So podcasting and chill being the biggest in South Africa. On top, you can see those guys too. They're doing a brilliant way. You can see where these guys are the real broadcasters. But then because of the game, the way the game is being run, couch casting, so like literally there is no a real talent like in the game, like in the radio space. Like they've killed radio up a lot. They've taken the actors. Do you want to the actors, musicians and stuff, but TV. Whereas those people are not at TV and radio presenters. You follow the next thing we'll see me. No fling story. But then come on, guys, Okay, Sharp, there are so many different avenues still, or you can build your brand to a point that you can get where you want to be. But then when you can see where things are being they think people are popular, or they think people are in the game, like they're killing the real talent. I mean, like, look at Sol. Sol, they tried to kill his talent. Look at Nachi. They tried to kill his talent. And then now, to see them running a biggest podcast in the country, and then the next thing being called out by the mainstream media to come and get the piece that taste on that platform, it shows Brian, this thing, podcasting, it is a change in this space. So now we'll see more podcasting imager from this space. Podcasting imager, we'll see real broadcasters coming up, because this thing when you do this thing, this guy can't really be on camera, but this guy can't really be on behind the man. What first there? It will tell, Brian. Like the way those guys were here, but you can tell what these guys, before they are podcasters, they were broadcasters. Yeah. And they love broadcasting. MikeG just have a beef with the mainstream media. He was on radio and he was sacked from radio. You get mad or you get sad if you are in a relationship with somebody and they just decide to roll dump with no reason. You don't talk about this, brother. And you're gonna hate them for a good reason. So for him building a platform for them throwing him out of the game, and so knowing what he has a family to support, but not coming up with that idea, building that to be what it is today. In some other way. In some other way, he's managed to build his platform. It is now working out for him, and he's becoming a threat more. That really shows the impact there, not just his former employees, but in the industry as a whole. It is but because of what he's doing, the changes still in this space. So why, if they grow, why if they grow, we want to box them to say no, you're not supposed to do any other things. You're supposed to do podcasts. We know what this business I at this moment, because there are no sponsors that want to. I don't sponsors. I don't funds on it. This thing people are doing it because of love and stuff, and Baba grandchildren. When somebody becomes popular on such a platform, each and every single day, and they're getting sense. Are we saying, okay, Sharp, as much as he can do podcast, I remember on other avenues for Atraili means that we are challenged. It's not an umbrella that this guy. It's not an umbrella. Asan talk right now.
No sense to unomahelo.
Asan talk no. Okay, like Sharp, not he has played a big role. Let me break down stories of this guy. And I repeat again, Charlo, please make this a promo. And then stories of this guy.
Yeah.
No, Tabana not. He has been in the game for a very long time. Yeah. Since he was young, you're not aging any at the camera game. And he was exposed to let them buy the way happening in camera game. First thing, a boy from north of Joburg could sub 4 ways. Or whole sub 4 ways. That means who's English boy went to modern C schools. They were medium English schools and so on. Like everything was good for him. I don't want to say he was perfect, but I want to say everything was good for him. Yeah. And now he had an opportunity to create everything. He had money before he can work. So that's why I don't know the chance of gaming. He had money. He had means. He can sometimes buy his way up. I asked you made, but when you know when you have money in South Africa, things are easy. Unlike people like us. Look at us right now, what we are doing right now. If we had money, do you think everyone will come? No, we are going to find this nice place and shoot this thing. But then because of our but then we love doing this and circumstances we are going to do this right now. There's nobody who's watching us. But then look at us when we blow. Yeah. People will come and we are supposed to do this and not do this. Okay, Sharp, back to North. He grew up, Sharp, he did so many things. Never hosting big names. Good club and stuff. He was making money by then. And at the same time, he's making money on top of money already eating go jarati. How poor Joe has so go. He worked his way up as Spana go Barabang, Libo Sneaker. Nearly social media manager, yeah, Spatakem. That idea, it was his idea, of course. Guys, could I a new thing it link back social media? Let me run your social media. He ran the social media, of which today a social media is a big thing. It creates so many areas. He came up with that idea long time ago before this thing we can even think about it or it over a thing it's a good thing. K sharp, that's a man. Controls social media, that's what I came. That was a alien experience. So your point out and I go questa and a questa magua and kidex. But he said our baiga, Papa Batokamu, Kokata, go dimensi, but create a movement of another one. But create a movement of one. Using the talent of Questa and Leon. The only person, let me say the only person and talent, but then the only person all around he managed to carry that company la production company la kagabona level record level la yabona he questa limakwa because makwa produced all yeah but yeah never say wait I want to say this no time he says he's the one who built everybody gather he wants to take all the work. I want to take the credit just without me. No one will that day.
We need the humble pie,
No, you are smart, my brother, but then your opinion doesn't matter to anyone. It can matter to whoever it matters to, but then your opinion doesn't matter to anyone. Right now, it's the Ginyagore. Ginyagore solo you. What I love, you know, a life Yagoka see the life of something I saw. Yeah. So I never told the industry will reject it. Obviously, even if industry will reject it on top, you still have this thing. You'll find your way back. It doesn't matter how you use the platform your podcast to well back in the industry or whatever. But at the end of the day, he's a brand. He gotta do other stuff for so that he can have a better life. And getting a platform, doing a breakfast show, it's a history too. It's a history too. Why should we be in his way? Why we like boxing battle? We like boxing.
I think do good.
He'll do good coca. But imagine Baba Chief Taskumba Thomas. For him. That means a lot.
They went
and I love Skumba. I love Skumba and I used to listen to Skumba when he was still doing Kaya Fridays. But then since Atoma that surely Thomas like my stories too much, they made it too much more radio. It didn't work out for them. They thought Kawaran comedian is fun and he's doing good Friday shows. He'll do good Monday to Friday, but then unfortunately it wasn't that. But then look at the numbers this guy will bring there. Look at the numbers this guy will bring. And don't restrict them. Don't go to other platforms. I mean, don't go to other platforms. Leave the podcast for us. They said, bro, we are calling you, we are giving you this offer because we've seen your work for podcasting. We've seen what you're doing there. So Sirandara as a froster. Even though Mori go and certain stuff. I'm on radio, even though it's local. I'm on radio. As long as you agree in terms and conditions. And then radio, he can leave at any time. But the podcasting they've built a relationship. They've known each other for a very long time. And then now they've built a relationship, so they have this baby. They've built a relationship. And those guys, though, they've built a relationship. It's a very big family. A young black excellence. When you talk about black excellence, that is what you're seeing there. And mind you, I see podcast in Chilfe. There are other platforms that he hired other personalities when they run table and stuff. Why are we not guys man? When people grow in our box hard. Why are we too
I
scared.
don't want to hold on to Gima.
Yeah.
I want all the media.
Pilepi.
One time.
Otomonamela.
Otomonamela iba mathata.
Tira ukhatha nyaka ubeni.
Yeah, Romeo Momotas.
Nyaka mo. Asejo chuigas fail nte. Chitolo phela ba teng.
South Africans guys.
Rembe no. Aujo wasiti lo phela.
Okay.
Una theka kuno thanda ke plan ka.
Now it's nake go run the office stories ka daman kiri notha has relevant right now. Has relevant right now, and what he is doing. What he is doing, he's trying to get relevant to. I want people to talk about me. Always reply, and the only way you can talk about him is him being controversial. We never talk about him doing other stuff. We know there are other things they don't want to do.
Yeah.
But then we never talk about him doing other stuff. When we talk about Nota, it's him coming and bashing South Africans, fellow South Africans. It's him coming and bashing Caspanoves. It's him coming bashing Lekausi. It's him coming bashing Thiobalo. It's him coming bashing Bosso.
Not at all, Bora, you are moving.
I hate this guy. I hate him. I never traded him. His opinion doesn't matter to me. So let's see, guys. My phone died. Let's see what's happening. The one Disney what?
Oh, kumkwadi.
Actually, over la fella of context before you can fumble.
Yeah.
I
So next is deal with this.
yeah. What actor is this? Disney something. Kicks or something. I think something Disney that
What actor?
Oh, it's Disney, honey.
Now I thought fellow.
I want that's what it is important to validate. I want now you thought because of you saw or in STC I don't own all of my music. No. Can you get about what it? Well, I'm more of time what thought.
No, like it's funny, but then
No.
I never
No, if you are so actor, but then he's going to do something for Disney. Yeah, obviously, in another maybe voice cartoon.
Yeah.
So I want to read the story. Scary guys. Wanna say sa I was some of them say our own music I would but then
As I was before.
That's
As I was before.
that's why I got this. I got around only music.
But then I wanted to say what acting has always been his one of the things that we want to star. On track. Yeah, he's always like acting and stuff. Yeah.
So long feature, I guess the rain what
Go again. Okay, blood note.
Yeah, you're not you.
Go blood note. I'm scared, guys. You wanna see our own music?
I don't skip
Shabu.
I
it. Skip your shit.
Yeah.
welcome back. Or I don't know the chances are our own music. Even though they're supposed to send a camera music pattern, but no only his own music. You are taught.
But then suddenly during next DC or signing Disney.
But Resist claims to own some of his songs despite being signed to a record label. The issue of song ownership in the music industry has been infectious, as it mars some artists' careers after years of being depressed for not owning their songs. Speaking about himself, Nasty C claims there are some songs he doesn't own, but he owns more. He also goes ahead to enlighten people on the relationship between a record label and its artist. I own most of my music. I'm even a partnership right now. The record label deal, he said. So how that works is you release the music to them, right? You give the music to them and they own it for however long, and then at a certain period you get it back. He explained. Like a person, like as per agreement rather, the projects as they come out of this term belongs to the thing. I'm sorry, record label in brackets, and it's like, yeah, cool, fine, my money. So no, I don't own all of my music. I own most of it too. Yeah.
I'm following you know how there. but sorry the masters hard.
But obviously, like being signed to is already that is what is gonna pan out. Who is signed and owns his masters? I mean, Prince KB doesn't own his masters, bros.
Press play or buy shit, press keyboard your shit.
Yeah. But can okay, but man, story sila sa saying that what's it Dubai. Yeah. Nahan lele album ile itsitseng askere
he knows nothing about the future nyana tela tsa bo nguya na le bo malome vector him bona could give me the salary record khala di be.
Yeah.
And also a dealer album tse 6 le bona. So music o tlo tswere wa high is the elo o ka khona fita with the album tse 6. Ambitious fan le rights ba ka release all those 6 albums without him getting any cent or being involved.
Kibago.
In Tabasi Dubai.
Sure. Nahan like to so le nestisi ibel.
But are you most of it though? Not all of it, but then most of it. I mean, Prince KB are only the master stars. I don't tell them a person was only the master star.
So we are counting in record label.
When I record, you must be smart when you sign it. Don't just sign. Because when you sign, you're going to sign you're selling your soul there.
Yeah.
So, anyways, guys, next DC, I read the Brian. Zoto abantu let's take the role like Malawi and stuff. I hints at on the entertainment job for ancestors as she's been disappointing fans and shows promoters who have been booking her in recent times. Last week, a promoter reported the dancer as she refused to show up for an event as she was booked for despite receiving a deposit. Reacting to the report, Zota said Amado's ancestors told her to stay at home that day, but she promised to pay back the promoter. They demand a lot of things from me. They always show me the good and the bad of this world, and I sometimes miss off ramps on my way to venues as they will be protecting me from something that is 6-year-old said so. I've been missing events and people have been paying me for booking, so now I have to refund them. I don't want to be that person. But the morning this weekend she was performing at Togi Guy, but then I saw on Instagram she was dancing with her. She dances. So come cover lang Ramaduzia high and Gary Anyaga Hello entertainment. But then I've seen something along Arena she doesn't give fuck about celebrities. And it is known to be a carefree entertainer as reflected in how she talks and even entertains the crowd. The socialite shared a video of herself at an interview addressing a question asked her. The host of the show asked her to tell people things she wanted them to understand about her. In response, Zoda said there's nothing about her she needs people to understand and she's not fixing anything. She further explained that significance of her name. Zoda Abantu is mine. You can count all celebrities to match Zoda Abantu. I don't give a shit about any celebrity or scene. I read like her. So Arena she doesn't give shit about any celebrity.
What's up, Madluz?
Then Madluz wa gonna Mozart.
What's up, Madluz?
I see something like that coming where Zoda want to task. Yeah, I see something like that.
Yeah, can you say it?
No. What has on it?
Oh, it.
Why are?
Pila Madluz.
Why are?
Very post that would say more Facebook. I really I'm in that process.
He's in spirituality. It's funny enough that I only watch her naked videos only. But then, like, one month I give one video is what I'm like Abina, like but then Titari, Mariosi and stuff I've never seen. Maybe I've never seen them. That's why I'm so like
so girl I'm staying more game here to read what
I don't know.
I can explain what naturally that you tell us about overfull temper.
Sango.
Go back.
Sango, my man. Sister, you go every day, see? Tshwantse
Akere
o
assume
tikilele.
assume ha o mona ba re boyfriend ha e bentela ha
Mfana nyalo lo msho. Tshwantse o
Sorry,
tikilele. Tshwantse o tikilele jo le motho. Go o dilo tse sola. Tsa bo spiritual what. You must stay away from such things.
Stay away from what? From how much is
Sex.
Sex. So,
That's why remember I don't want to plug in. It makes sense now that she's talking about Madhus being and then now we are talking about her going to Odinoka and killing some weird stuff. It makes sense now. Or maybe Mapona Pona Kona got this Madhus. Awa, Baru unsa she was in public. Pano or expose her happy.
talent hayo. Sikuwa siyapala, sikolo sipalile.
Ha?
Joe palile, Joe. Okay, that's the only thing. That's the talent. That's the only talent.
Alright, that's what we understand.
Moving right along. Great news, guys.
Yeah, it's
Great news.
Youngstana is partnering with Red Birds.
I think it was influenced by that nomination ability. Yeah. I think it was influenced by that.
Yeah, because now he's going to release his own mesh, Red Bird. Like it's like the deal, yeah, Kanye West with the lurking. Easy, what?
Hey,
Sneaker seller, I say.
great days.
But this is local.
Great days. Oh, yeah.
Why what? Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, it's something like that.
Lady had a little pumba.
Yeah, I had a big
Yeah.
one.
The rad or what the creeper or what a kid can say as a pumba.
Yeah, I'm to create his own merchandise.
Yeah.
No, it's good news. It's good. Dope, young boy. Young man, everybody, let BET. Ashu and happen. Another big move. And if you come to think about it, he's just a year in the industry. But then look at the deals. In a year in the industry, already got a BET nomination. Like, who in an African music industry has done that for a year? Being in the game, getting a nomination, Kespa? Did he do that Gama? Whiskey, did you do that Gama? David, did you do that Gama? No, I think those guys, they even had to come to South Africa to make their careers blossom, go America.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think Nigerians, like, Nana, the first, like, no, not the first one, but then the one who's most successful right now, Benabo.
Yeah.
He's the one who came South Africa, worked with few South African artists, about AKA, so then went straight to America.
All eyes on me.
All eyes on me, yeah. And from there he went straight to America. Until David Rena, his career sort of like popped up in here. Like from Nigeria to South Africa, like did his stuff in South Africa, from South Africa straight to Nigeria. Look at him today. It took them a year but like credit nominations that somebody beat. Like to see Youngster, I mean like last year February. Starting to do professional. We know he was in the game, but then that was when he started to do something professional.
Yeah.
We talk about similar.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I know. I agree. From Kasi David now Kasi hip hop. I'm from Kasi David and Mrs. Busoweto, a grandma then Wairi. Then my dad because kuna let campaign stuff. Africa campaign Africa this nigga. But that was last year February.
Yeah.
A year in, he has already managed to accomplish all of this success. We are not talking about that. We are not talking about that. We are not celebrating that. I don't look at that. What we can do, go rebel is negative. Okay, guys. Moving right along.
Congratulations, youngster.
Congratulations, youngster. You're saying it like Garuna Flopol youngster. Garu Jetty Cherry. Moving right along to the next segment, the favorite part of the show. This guy was very tricky in the was on red bed. We want this.
Jogging go change kaneke.
We want this. This is what you want. Thank you very much. I thank you. I appreciate it.
I see boyfriend the girls.
I'm taken.
Ow!
So,
And
right,
music.
ladies and gentlemen, there's no music. Master KG Linongabo, remember Master KG Linongabo? Let's talk about what, Fallout or something. Master KG came out to say, he is not fighting
Yeah.
They are not in any stumbles. They are good. They are fine.
There was rumors
yeah. So I was trying to show you like the between both of them.
Yeah.
They are just good. They are just cool and so on.
And
this is after Pinabanet got 500 in Jerusalem, 500 million something. Let me go.
I see you reached $500 million.
These guys are, this track is still making these people mad. Yeah, hits 500 million views
$500 million
on YouTube. Yeah. Guys, $500 million, guys, like Jerusalem. I mean, like, this Jerusalem, so Master KG guys are
yeah.
They are not fighting. Stop assuming that.
Okay.
Anati, remember last week Ricky family values being removed from the streaming platforms.
Yeah.
So Anati Lena, Yahai album, Yahai it is removed from the
And
streaming
then
platforms.
our
So guys, he tweeted on Monday to announce that the album has been removed from all the streaming platforms, and of course he thanked everybody who am supporting him on Twitter. So Artifacts 2016, Lee Years 2018. These are his solo albums. Remember the collaboration albums? I don't know if they didn't happen again. So those albums, let's are available on streaming platforms. So that means no anati on internet. Artifacts. I think this is a point. I think this is a point where fans were expecting him to release new music, but then I think when he's doing this, isn't this a step away from the game to say, guys, I am leaving this. Yeah, we might come back and talk about something like that.
Maybe he being a full-time producer and a writer.
But then why removing? Now I want to know why are anyways, guys, it's so hard to hear such news. Whereas the South African hip hop industry is in shambles like right now the way it is. There's only one person who's carrying it, Blake. And when we but there's but then like I want to say like for the past 2 or a year, like now, okay, like right now. I'm not one of those guys who said that SA hip hop has died. No, SA hip hop didn't die. I was supporting all these niggas, but they were releasing their stuff all along on time.
Yeah.
But like it wasn't like the way we know hip hop. Like these guys never guys. On time. The game didn't die. The passion was still there, but then there was no energy to drive that passion on time. Yeah. So he was not the only one, but like 2021, 2020, my guy.
Sure.
2020. On a sorry hip hop. 2020 gonna
There's no one got to
any minute now.
Any minute from now.
Any minute now and
AKA dropped something that was work. We even forgot about it. But in one time about energy and stuff.
Yeah. 2020 we can say Casper Investor.
And I can spell any minute now. Leonard, like honestly speaking, it wasn't that thing. Because like right now I don't even have one song here.
eliminate now journal la tama I'm first I get one let's do work kiri kiona mola who make concern I want to feel like
But then I think before he passed away, Ricky, then they were trying to work out like before.
2021 was black.
So like guys, I'm moving right along. Focalistic Nias's dream has got invited to the Recording Academy. The South African musician shared photos and videos of his moments in the academy. It's a Focalistic's dream to win at least a Grammy Award someday. He revealed this during an interview with the late Ricky in 2020. He has been consistently working towards achieving it. He's been abroad for months securing international breaks. Wow. Hey, thank you at Record Academy for inviting me. One day is one day. He captioned the post. So yeah, Ramona mo picture mo ashuka mo ukamu ko teng ka ta kwa academy ka ta. Come on.
Influence.
Yeah, no, man. Yeah, we see you, watching you, my man. You are one of those South Africans who didn't sleep out on this thing. Yeah, or the international market is starting to eye on the Amapiano thing on top. And I think right now we can say you're the one who's carrying Amapiano international. Can't tell you major league and stuff.
and I had to sell out to lava to very
It's about. Oh, okay, Shabu, you're taking it there. Okay, now I want to take it like recently. Okay, Shabu, what an idea, because my opinion is different from what you're saying.
I get full can rap like Lama.
Yeah, rap, and when he started like doing
so I cried it then piano, so Mara I name on top. Nakra backlash like from hip hop fans and stuff, like very focalistic, but not really loyal fans on top. I know what's a fuka. Hey, Joey
so what's the next hip hop? I wanted to talk about what was happening recently or he has fallen off, like his music was not everything is a music. The Black Steph. He's no longer relevant. He has fallen off. That doesn't change. He doesn't grow. His music doesn't do what they were bashing him because of he said some silly things or not. He said some things that I never saw and then they were trying to bash. But I think now they're coming around to understand he is moving like God, like he's there up there, like he's there doing what is supposed to be done. Like there was, I think they want the regular down, like to drag him because like you know some platforms like podcasting when they hate somebody, they're talking about you on platform, they make sure that they put a black paint on you but they make sure that they tarnish you. So I think this is what tried to happen between those boys and I'm not saying this because of the boys. I'm saying this because of I watch them. I'm saying this because I do watch them. So they were saying that about Focalistic or no, musical wirang, he has fallen off, he's no longer relevant, that type of music, blah 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 blah. Look at him today.
Facebook. Instagram, like
Sure.
Yeah, cool.
So that is the thing. South Africans, we like boxing people, and this thing box about it has a lot of creatives in South Africa back then. They wanted to go international, but then they couldn't go there because they didn't realize how big they were international. The market when people grow, we don't want them to grow. Like right now, we're celebrating. Okay, we're still coming there. It's guys kika jumper, the guns on. But then what to like Focalistic, man, keep on doing your thing, man. Keep on flying the SA flag very high. We're seeing you, we're watching the major leagues, we're watching young Stan. Go out there and put the Amapiano on the map. Another person to celebrate, and of course taking the South African flag very high. She announced to start Canada, the UK music tour, which will hold from the 16th of July to the 5th of August 2022. Alright, she's going to be out of the country for this period. It's about a month. Pay. What's funny? That music is a type of music but international market or rather music South Africa or about Frostana and any other thing. You know, Amapiano is a thing right now. They are fucking with it. The world is starting to love it. But then, what they really love about South African music is this music. Pena jealous. Some of the South Africans can't even hear that music. But then, UK or Canada. I mean, like, they all went to UK and then now go States. In Canada.
I'm sure
Very good. Because why I post a job? Because I got UK. No, I'm talking about Canada. Specifically.
Or you mean a tour?
Canada, we are talking Canada, like.
A tour, I think. It's just the key.
That is what I'm trying to say.
So,
so shout out to our cousinate. Okay, I saw the video. I can put some number guy. So Miss and I will sabe.
Oh, meet. Get your mark.
Chuma. Oh, what's a regular?
King up.
So
Oh, I know for my chili.
I don't know for my chili. I don't did it. What about Mahali? Something Netflix says and then Mahalo learn how to reveal the files. We keep our files learn how to go that Netflix specially on it. And so
Netflix is bizarre documentary.
Netflix America.
Kumalo happy no by Kumalo gonna go again.
Showmax, yeah, 22 million rands.
Yeah.
And these people are making money out of this content. Dangel. So Miss Agla Showmax. The reality show about the fallout relationship about the sex was not good. But the man Showmax the man. What yeah, so are they even try to go to yeah. I try but then
sex
but not get Netflix because only assault allegations he was abusive what so he's abusive and what we only see this content on social media. We never entered the bedroom.
No benda mahal. I no benda sumi.
How do you know that?
No, sumi na dala pantya.
But then, they all have the same thing. They all have the same thing. But then, big one, one, two, one, our record, you are just educating the nation. You are not to understand.
So means I'm 20
for which a question who was bending in the bedroom. For asking a question who was bending, we're not saying worry. Never more jam. We're asking worry. Who was a woman, who was a man? Yeah, so this guy I saw the snippets as you follow a show makes more that's a quick thing. You follow our Mahali was 25, so Miss was 48. Can you imagine the amount of the pipes that went through in there and the size this young man has? Do you think was gonna fit there? No, you ask a question, I want to answer it. He said snippets I didn't watch the full show on time. But then follow that they're on social media on Instagram. Snippets that show your heart. The sex was bad. This was this. Like this like for weekend. Then oh Musnova based there so busy ababula no demo mo showing la babolela gore yena na sa Frosta mohale he just tolerated him because of so busy na Frosta.
Okay.
So like you know on this side when the beans are being spelled the one ba spell the beans gore go taira
Travel
it's
safe.
complicated.
Travel safe, my cards.
Anyways, moving right along. Baby Cooper announces the success of Banyana Ngibafana music video on YouTube. The singer took to social media on Tuesday to share the news of the video, which has surpassed 2 million views after premiering it on that said streaming platforms 1 month ago. So yeah, it's just a celebration here. Banyana Ngibafana 2 million.
2 million for 2 months.
Yeah. It's a success. Like most especially, that's her first single, right?
Yeah.
So like the success, to have your first single being this success, that means your career, Leona, is on the right path of those stuff. So yeah, now album. There was a lot of music released this past week. We've seen on social media. Some were trending, some were not trending. But then I want to start with this one, Lauren. I gave it time on my own. On my own, I listened to it and I so love it. And I want to recommend some of the songs. Come here. You know, man, me, I'm very fast. That is what now it makes sense, right?
No, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
One
Makes
plus
sense.
one. Quick math.
So Prince KB released his 5th studio album, Gemini. It's very nice. I can recommend you a couple of songs if you love house music, obviously. Tayari featuring Ad Aziz. It's a nice song. Breakfast in Soweto. Featuring Le Mamola.
Timango.
Prince KB.
Please keep me.
Oh, yeah.
The other one, Anale Afro Brothers, M12.
Yeah.
Those are my 3 favorite tracks on that album. I've listened to it attentively. I like this song. Still like those songs, I really, really love them. I know you didn't check out the album, my brother.
I know.
Let's just pass.
I know.
Let's
Like
just
Joe,
pass.
like this week, nah, there's no music on the
Sure. No.
Yeah.
So guys, let Munchal now release the album, and of course, album ahead, shout out to from one of the superstars of America. Munchal is over the moon as American drag queen, RuPaul. Give her a shout out for her album. The star recently released a long-awaited second album titled Phases. Munchal has been gaining all the love from her fans since she dropped the album, but now she has been vowed after RuPaul gave her a shout out. Taking to Twitter, RuPaul to the new album at Munchal Saneli. The overly excited Munchal thanked the drag queen for showing her such amazing love, and she is very honored. Yeah, I mean Munchal, guys, she's been doing this for a very long time. She's been internationally. She's on top. Her moves have been like, it's been moving like. Yeah. So okay, another person who released the album, who comes at the small, released King of Amapiano, part 2. Yeah, King of Amapiano part 2. I've listened to it. I've jammed a couple of songs this past weekend when I was gigging. I have a couple of them, even if I forgot the name, but then there were Msaki, it's very nice.
That's true.
Daughter, Nanini or something. Very nice look.
Oh, yeah.
Marumba Pichli, Kosana daughter.
When I meet what they did, I go billboard.
Yeah, was States, yeah, go New York, New York, Scouts, yes.
Hey, welcome
Billboard
boys.
So there are a couple of songs still on the album.
I'm sure.
Yeah, people are saying what our feature on this album, but then there's a song that features Maporisa later on. I forgot the name of the song, but I think Maporisa
People will always.
So Drake Lena released his album, honestly Nevermind. It's kind of like Afro electro So we've seen some South Africans being celebrated, like firstly Black Coffee being one of the producers. I know there's so many producers like Text Agree or something. Yeah, Text Agree. I think he produced 3 songs on that song, and then obviously credited his son Lehona Modi album. Like Black Coffee is putting his son on the map right now. But he's a DJ. I think he also produces credited on that album. Imagine being this young man and of course being one of the producers that Drake.
Sure.
Nah, you're not fun.
Maybe so.
Good. So already because like let's say his first work was with Drake. Like his first project like was with Drake. Like what was the first thing to work on? Drake. Like imagine that at the same time. So so many people are bashing this album on social media, and it takes us back to people being scared of changes. When somebody tries to change, enters a new version or a new chapter, we have to box people, guys. In our box out Drake, he was always remember Drake had to when he started rapping and they were saying, look at now, he became successful being a rap. Now he just jumped into electro dance space, of which I can say that the dance space is shaking the world right now due to Amapia. He's jumping there to that, like to, I think, guys, we want to come and bash it. And instead of forgiving celebrate our very own South Africans who are part of that project, they are high A. That really shows that among the talent I see Black Khuzwayo. I know Khuzwayo is not a South African, but then he's a personal career. South Africa. And then now we are saying all these bad things on social media, and these people were all these tweets. When the international artists, what South Africans want to start to complain to say, but why internationally about recognized. I mean, Joe, look at the Nigerians. The Nigerians, for how successful they are in the Afrobeat, successful in the the longevity of the longevity relationship of the Nigerians is because of when Nigerians jump on. I mean, when the Americans jump on the Nigerian sound, those people are not saying bad things about them. They appreciate them. That is what is building them. That is why Burna Boy is a shit. Right? That is why Burna Boy does Afrobeat, of which is a musical woman Nigerians on tour. But then he's international. That is why the video is international. That's why Wizkid is international. It is because of those guys. But what wanna have a boxy, the artists they want to see them going out there doing big things. When our people start doing things tailoring that big, we want to start judging. Like right now, people are saying, man, give us another Black Coffee, man. Why are you boxing him? What if they've been in a studio, they've started to work, that thing didn't work out? Why do we want to box bar to like right now? Jesse Urtis that track $10 and people are saying it's not the song. Why Asalata, Mamma go Alexander Ori, go Suway to go Gangi? Jesse, what are collaboration dilemma? $12 and don't you say, oh no, it's not a hit, it's not a thing. But you expect them. I saw to be nothing. I saw it in full. They just saw the snippet movie video. Then they start judging to say, no, it's work. No, we don't need them. Why? We don't need. We don't need them, but when our music starts, Baba appreciate the international. We want to say South Africa. Guys, if we carry on being carried away by our data keyboard, what the keyboard masters. We are dragging ourselves down. Remember, Bena Bonga did South Africa. Do you know that? It is because of what?
Xenophobia.
But then social media. They became xenophobic.
Yeah, AKA I get we are hating with Tina and Lama.
The man will differ out. Yeah, Babylon is xenophobic on social media. So now Burna Boy, what is it? He's moving like God. We're asking ourselves, is he ever gonna come to South Africa? What the fuck is that? You say stupid things, the next thing that will happen at the top. Guys, we are getting carried away by the Modi. And that thing here do there for we think we are the thing.
Oh, terrible Tupac, Tupac, life.
But then I've realized the rate of unemployment in South Africa, it is impact on that. It is so much negativity on social media. That anger and that negativity is because of they've got nothing to do. They're doing nothing. And so first thing. They've got all time your tracer, everything that is happening, they're doing something with their lives. They're doing nothing with their lives. But then all this time in earth, you will trace all those things and say whatever they want to say, and they take advantage. The other thing, most of them, when you're being controversial, it seems like you're getting you do get followership and so on. So some are trying to chase cloud to go one negative, thinking, well, if I become negative, I'll get 25 retweets. My brother, you can get 1,000 retweets on that post. You will let about the person will let I get 1,000 retweets. Okra thousands of rents. When I can get thousands of retweets, about the person who's going to get thousands of friends, you're going to gain retweets and likes, and not again actually. And that's why the poor remain poor, the rich will remain richer. If this is the mentality of if we think something we don't like it, want to say anything, to say anything negative about it. So, my man, I know some I'm because it's not going to be against me, don't generalize it. But then like back to Afrobeat. When the Americans rappers jump on Afrobeat, not all of them, it's only Chris Brown who I can say he adapts very fast. Yeah. Like, Chris Brown ever release an Afrobeat album one without any features that he want to. Real producers, he can do a real thing. I can produce an album with a setup. But then others, so look at the feature. Okay, sharp with their tracks, they make sense, they are good quality and stuff. But then you can hear about this thing. It is not the real that Ojo Afrobeat in language. Do you know that? Even though they use English, but then they throw in Manzuyana Ale Nigeria so to see Goro. So when an American jumps on that thing, that thing that vibe the Nigerian part of the only flowing English. You can hear this is an American on an Afrobeat song. But then go and listen to Chris Brown on that track Mona Lisa Afrobeat. Go and listen to Chris Brown there. You can hear he's an American as well. But then you can hear this guy pay attention on the sound and find the right husband or this thing. Not every American was able to jump on Afrobeat and got it right. They managed to pull, they managed to gather the work together, but you can tell, this person has sound here. It is going to be like that in Amapiano. As long as the Amapiano is moving like international, we're going to get more features. Here to jump on this sound. We are going to hear these people, they are not South Africans. Because we know South Africans come and right now there's a new sound come up here. They know international, they know the old sound. Like right now, right now. Yeah, that's what being in organ play. But I just a stuff.
I get a lot of stuff like a great Mutelum Horo update.
Now we are there with it so that we are moving fast. And so, new stuff is on a square, there's another new stuff. We can tell now we are already 2 years ahead of them. And so, but then we need to get to that level. Album it trends the whole world. Like right now, the Drake release album, we can talk about it in South Africa. It didn't take us 2 years to know about the Drake album, the Drake being electro and stuff. So if we really want to grow up to that level, they should stop what they're doing now. When people start jumping on the sound, we want to bash them. When people are doing wrong things, yes, we should call them out. But then sometimes we just like complaining because of we have the means of complaining.
Too quick to judge.
Yeah, we're too quick to judge. So that is basically what is killing us.
But South Africa because
like it's gonna be a thing. There's no one who's going to associate himself with South African. They know whenever I touch a South African thing, those guys they're going to halab, but they're going to complain.
Yeah.
So people will fear to come here. They'll even not work with our people. They see the negativity that is on social media. We are too negative.
No remove on top of music and then no
So we've been complaining. Okay. Now Georgia Smith are piano not working with one South African and that piano never come a piano in the house here, never come a piano here. We were complaining over it. Why was I one South African produce? And they tried to at least grow one way to mix it. Now Jessica went to get $10 side. Habarit man one remixer, it's a song. It was produced and it was fresh produced. Even though we know Jessica, he's a producer, but then one produces in most cases.
Yeah.
He doesn't touch. But then Pina Iri, guys. Pina is what this is something we should be celebrating to say now. Jessica working with an international star. That put him on the same level that star say This is a breakthrough. That means if $10 sign has jumped on this sound, others they're gonna hear this sound, they wanna jump in. Ramana show Drake. But someone is even saying what this album is the water impress Kholofelo. I know that's a joke. But then that one is joke. And of which I think Lena Haiga wanna fell in love.
But what was Lena picture no me and Kholofelo na posting so. I said and she's a punanya so antimony member. Open a commentary, Drake is gonna chow all of that away from you.
So Joe, why wanna be true?
Yeah.
Sure. That is the problem, South Africans. We already Kalohanyo, we get carried away by the keyboard that Ariana, he doesn't debate with people who have data but don't have that.
Yeah, I don't know to post that blue one any comment. Tweet, reply, followers.
So, but then, well, can terrible I am, but dragging ourselves down, push it am row, Arnold thing, if we don't continue, come for Pelanga.
Yeah, but then, guys, go and check out that music.
Yeah, I've checked it out. We can listen to some couple of songs. When I deliver text agreement or something.
Yeah.
Current, they are the massive. A couple of them. I have listened to a couple of them. Yeah. It's not something that I'll jam like frequently. So, but then like I'll appreciate it because of there's one of us who's in the and when people like Black Coffee and Greg, when they make music, they're not making music for everyone. There's a target at the end of the day. Yeah, but when I'm doing this music, I know I'm doing this music for who?
For this. And for who this? And for the death.
So what we should do is, if something you don't like it, don't pay attention to it. Just leave it. Don't try to box people and say, you're not supposed to do this, you're supposed to be doing this.
Yeah.
So the last person to close about, bring it back to 012. Tato Zone has dropped. Life of a gangster. Life is a gangster. Life is a gangster. I want a dope project, man. I've been jamming this project since my career, I've been jamming it from like, I get from name to when I go to work, when I come back, when I do my chores at home, I bang that motherfucking shit. I do love it.
What's your favorite song down?
Momol, the one under Marcus Harvey.
Riding with you or king? What was with you?
I see pick.
I
don't know Marcus Harvey. And then pick it up or in. But she might not get a Zul, a big brother.
Yeah. I can't get you. Only sabotage. Oh, only can Marcus Harvey. Yeah. I
was a Zulana. And then when I took king and went to Makabala Ari. Maka kuno de la facile ne de sabo fa di cow.
Yeah. Deep in the mix. Get deep in the mix.
Then Mudimu Tapeli. Hello Monate.
I'm not saying.
Mudimu Tapeli. I don't really get it in Chita Taka 2021 Cassiano.
Yeah, I get it. Let me know where I'm immediately. Make it a lion.
Little Tregia life. I'll say it, like
No, guys,
go check it out. Go check Tato Soul out, guys. Yeah, I think
life is a gangster.
yeah, life is a gangster, guys.
But
But then I think I'm joking about Joe. 25K lead the boy, but beef.
Yeah, on a left for a long horror.
Mara like beef I wanna eat, but there's a beef. When you listen to both of them.
yeah.
When you listen to both of 25, what's 25 for? But for what's 25 more jury? 25 more jury and I will put it. I'm sorry. 25 more jury and I will put it. And then there's something sensible about maybe come to a tram without so come like or I'm talking about without lots of sassy so some to boy something like that one. I'm one. 25K. I'm going to get 25. Tato, Are, what are all my credit to and I wait to soon about tools.
Yeah.
What's harder?
Yeah.
So like that is the question I'm going to put on. Is this niggas beefing but then I'm going to jump so maybe not about beef and then I'm going to jump and they want to make it about it being a pity thing. Or capital maybe pay let's not like bring that negative vibe. But then you know in hip hop and that is what destroyed that generation of hip hop. Hip hop people will not work together because of they think that they sound the same.
Yeah.
And those people, if you don't know them, you will say that. Not though, I can tell the difference. Killing far distance. This sound arguments for this is 25K. This is Tadosu. And I believe if they can be other rappers still on their image and rapping in the Pidor lingo. I'll always this thing so Roy. There's this new kid but Roy Pidorco Skanda Republic.
Yeah.
Elena is but the Nordics is kind of like a kind of then of a lot of class Pidur more than when you listen good like I can differentiate but they're not like related to the language they say they sound the same they sound the same the language is the same.
Yeah.
But then they don't like literally like sound the same like Kindoa. No. Well, I want to try one some. But then these guys, I think, because like they've never worked together like since. But then as I'm guy, I jump peace in the but then hold on to the about Fosa.
Yeah.
Fosa and I jump peace. Fosa.
Subliminal.
We're trying to hold on. Kelly Tafela will surely Tafela
Where your mama stay?
I know jump pieces. I know jump pieces on chat. So Kinto Igallo. Afosana, Barbaluma, for this. 25 for Loma, for this.
Yeah.
Start on Alome, for this.
And I think before the time I give out to chew, like, wow, they told me even they want to like go pay for me. If Tatana Mela, 25K. So I need to go.
And some are saying Tato Solu imitate on chart like
I gonna have to imitate that thing.
And there is these guys they are not the language is the same. The language is like Ewa. But I want to talk about where
where's Ukelanki then say
like energy flow Atwan 25 Ukodi Munyana. That is more relaxed on chart. 25 Kuru
Tatu. Tata Jomuti Lapama landing a corner of a time on Tommy 7.
I grant like any joint comes to like come quarries amount to like when I 25 for Mukodi Monta. Yeah, which I can go to my Gugonyana. So the Tato is like more relaxed on the fats, yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. I don't that's okay, but they sound the same. I think the Kibat they're not from they're not familiar with the language and PTA. So that's why yeah. The transform Malena Arca Pitor lingo one way and then bring others. Replaceable Boy Peza. Replaceable black blood most spacing. Replaceable most spacing. Oh, Baba say. Government say, but and what I like about our language, Mukasi, so many people love it. Have you ever listened to people about those people about Lamana? Because Lamana is special.
And then every day.
But I think that came a melody. There's a language eloring Capitorin, but then there's a lingo eloring Gamma. If you find it there, what by clear my high come on, then by
wiki location
so we're gonna so
they gonna catch up. I'm going to more pay too much.
Yeah, can tell it's more influenced this one. Like when speaking, can tell they're more influenced this one. They're not in this eastly, but I can tell always they are more influenced this pay. Like most schools come Mameluk is paid and this is at HV. Like we haven't clear. We haven't clear go most would call it offer a kiss to one. Yeah, so Renaka most said that now we are more influenced on so but then at the end of the day, language will assist to an assist paid as a suit. Keep it doing
and I didn't joke as well because it's my job and cheering are very metaphors like it's all on
so when I was a catch up here, full time one, there's more people out what they want to do because then let myself call it but the every day like Manji, next I do Manjis. I learned from my friends but and then and I was like Manji, and then what we did, oh, Manchis, too deep. Some other time but when she was frosta. Anyways, yeah, that's our heritage. We are proud of it. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the pod. I can see the promotion more.
No, guys, it was great being with you, and then like I said, like we just promised to fix the problem, and then just bear with us. And then and then please check out everything that we are pushing on the description. Our description will be very long this week because you see like right now we are today we have check out
a new mesh. You can see looking nice right now.
Quality, guys,
on various colors, not just
quality on another level. And please check out Gang Clothing, guys. Check out the description where you going to find it. Like we have Nagis, we have a lot, guys.
We'll put everything on the description.
Enough
time. But anyways, we'll see you again on the next episode. We're out of here. Peace.
Aware bots, aware mem, Reno Twele.